Yes, 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 yes. No, no.
Call the fire department. We just nuked the building. Legalize nuclear bombs.
Swag Messiah. Krieger.
Damn it.
Technology.
One of the best, if not the greatest, and most commonly overlooked advantages of living in a time of living in a time of unparalleled human achievement and all-around technological W's is the fact that you and I, let's be honest here, the modern-day equivalent to a medieval peasant at best, we get to reap the benefits of the technological advancements. You were born too late to explore the stars. You were born far too early to explore the rest of the flat Earth. But no matter when you were born, remember one thing. You were born just in time to ride off the coattails of the greatest minds of your generation. Listen, humanity has a shared experience bar when it comes to technology. I mean, sure, it's current year and you don't have a NASA supercomputer, but I can almost guarantee you're watching this video on a brick you keep in your pocket that single-handedly ratios every single Cold War era computer combined. Ted Kaczynski, eat your heart out. And nothing makes this leap in technology more evident than the wondrous world of artificial intelligence that we currently have at our fingertips. Or I guess, learning algorithms, if you really want to be technical about it. If you haven't noticed, we're in the wild west of AI. At the click of a button, you can create infinite 4chan text posts. We have Google employees who dress like this telling you that their AI is sentient. You can, right now, generate thousands of alternate universe versions of Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk. This truly is the future we were promised. But as a visual artist myself, what really intrigues me and what I think really demonstrates the leap in learning algorithms today is the wondrous world of what I'm going to call visual AI. Visual AI. If I were to have made this video for you 5 years ago, well, first of all, I would have looked like this, but second of all, there wouldn't have been much to talk about. I think at the time, the only thing of note was Google Deep Dream, which, if I'm being honest, I don't even fully know what it did. All I know is that it made Bob Ross look like a bad DMT trip. Hey yo, what the fuck? But in recent years, visual AI has slowly become more advanced. I mean, we got things like the NVIDIA landscape generator, Wumbo AI, this person does not exist.com, this cat does not exist.com, this waifu does not exist.com, this emotion does not exist.com, this vessel does not exist.com, this meme does not exist.com, this chair does not exist.com, this foot does not exist.com, this chemical does not exist.com, this pony does not exist.com, this fursona does not exist.com, this f***up Homer does not exist.com. Visual AI has slowly been becoming less and less of a novelty and more of a genuine tool artists can use to better their craft. I mean, for example, I use the hell out of Artbreeder while painting. This isn't for some shady reason like tracing faces or something, but for actual practical uses like skin color palettes. It's really, really good for this. If you're an artist and you've never used Artbreeder, I highly recommend it. But in the past few months alone, I don't know what they spiked the computer science major's Code Red Mountain Dew with, but visual AI seems to have reached a proverbial spike in improvement. I'm talking a cartridge to CD-ROM level spike. It's actually insane. With this new generation of visual AI, spearheaded by such creations like DALL-E 2 AI and Midjourney AI, AI art has become more intricate, accurate, detailed, and in my opinion, more beautiful than it's ever been before. Visual AI has not just gone from novelty to tool, but give it 5 more years, and it might just start replacing artists. We'll circle back around to that. With tools at our fingertips this powerful, it's always good to keep in mind Uncle Ben's final words. Green M&M puss. With great power comes great responsibility, which is why I am so glad the internet disregards this every time without fail. As these powerful, elegant pieces of technology capable of generating beautiful art have been immediately brutalized to create abominations in the eyes of God. We got everything here. We got the last selfie ever taken on Earth, and we also have GoPro footage of Jesus eating a brisket. But if there's a silver lining to all of the cursed images being set into existence as we speak, one thing that I've noticed is that it highlights these AI's most underrated ability. The ability to replicate art styles. Whether it be a cartoon, a movie, an anime, a video game, you name it, these AI are great at chameleoning and capturing the existence of what makes certain styles so unique. It's what makes a lot of these creations hilarious in the first place, the fact that it can accomplish such a specific art style to such an eerily accurate degree. By no means is it ever done perfectly, but goddammit, it's the attempt that's so admirable. As a matter of fact, I think with a little bit of time and elbow grease, a lot of these cursed images could be used as a genuine starting point and transformed into fully fledged pieces of art. But, you know, I don't really know who would have enough time and, you know, overall self-hatred enough to dedicate themselves to such an project. Alright, so this is how it's gonna work. I have spent the last day in the trap house that I call my mother's basement, creating the perfect experiment. An experiment that I'm going to call the spinning wheel. On the left Chrome tab, we have the Aesthetics wheel, in which I've gathered the largest variety of animes, Overwatch, Studio Ghibli, Junji Ito, E-Girl, movies, Lego minifigures, VTubers, Berserk manga, video games, medieval tapestry, TF2, Metal Gear Solid, genres, Fortnite, One Piece, Animal Crossing Villager, abstract concepts, Allegria corporate art. Hey, has anyone made a video about that? Anything and everything I could think of that has their own unique art style. And on the right Chrome tab, we have the character wheel, where I have scientifically produced the worst, most abhorrent, vile Drake, Finger, Andrew Tate, Moist Critical, Freddy Fazbear, a borderline schizophrenic list of random people I could think of, Ted Kaczynski, Ray Fumo plushie, Patrick Bateman, Nikado Avocado, LeBron James. I'm talking a roster of characters so bad, it rivals multiverses. The idea is very simple. We spin both wheels, and whatever vile, radioactive statement they produce, we then take and we feed into multiple AI algorithms. We then compare and contrast, and we pick our favorite and or most horrific result. From there, I take said result, and I try my damnedest to somehow convert it into, hopefully something that could be considered artwork. Is AI art just a meme? Will it replace the artist? Or can the artist bend it to their will? All of this will be answered today when I accidentally roll Andrew Tate and Family Guy. But before we do that, you should subscribe to the channel. I know it's absolutely cringe for a YouTuber to kind of like break the flow of a video to say engage with the video, like, comment, but as a small channel, oh my god, does that help out so much. If you could take the 3 seconds to like the video or comment, or maybe even subscribe, I would be very much appreciative. You gotta understand here, bro, I'm the YouTube equivalent to a homeless man on the side of the road. Ring the notification bell so I can smoke crack. Okay. As I look at this list and I realize that we had an equal opportunity to get Nikado Avocado VTuber, I'm feeling like we dodged a bullet here. Kanye West Animal Crossing Villager. This has a chance to go hard, I'm not gonna lie. What? Alright, so I'm here with Crayon.ai. We're here with Midjourney AI. Alright, so here we are with Wonder AI on the iPhone. Kanye West as an Animal Crossing villager. I forgot this takes a minute, so I just gotta sit here in honestly horror. Oh no. Oh no, I see it. That is not an Animal Crossing villager. Oh god, no, it's getting birds.
Swarming from all sides into your circle of death. Like a locust
This
swarm
has
into a giant
ads?
fire. Pop, pop, pop. It's one that attacks in one direction.
This is just shitty vampire survivors.
But after we start killing minions.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Oh! Wait a minute, we might have just struck gold. No, we did not. No.
If you like it, but you may end up like me and get eaten alive by the minion swarm.
None of these look like Kanye. That's so incredibly cursed. Honestly, not terrible, but that's more of like a me than it is an Animal Crossing villager. Oh, there's multiple. That one's amazing. That might be the one we go with. Alright, so jumping right into it, the AI actually did what I thought was impossible and gave me multiple results I actually liked. So I decided to immediately throw out my own rulebook, and instead of just picking one, I decided we draw influence off of all of them instead. You can see I tried to do this by starting out with circling the commonalities each one of the images had with each other. This is important because I had to keep in mind the sort of loose thesis statement I had for this video. Is AI a good shortcut for artists? So I had to make sure we're letting the AI do most of the heavy lifting when it comes to decision making. In a way, I'm trying to be a conduit to the AI as opposed to just drawing my own thing. If it were up to me, I'd probably just do an Animal Crossing villager version of like the graduation bear and call it a day. But as you can see, the AI led us down some questionable paths. For instance, giving bear ears to human faces. That's absurdly cursed, but I'm a man of my word and it made it in the image. When it came to designing the outfit, it was actually really easy because the Wonder AI images gave us amazing reference material. So once I had an absolute beautiful concept art hammered out, I really hate myself, so I decided we should go all out for this video and do a full-on 3D rigged model. So I fired up Blender, which luckily this was made a lot easier by a channel I found that already went through the trouble of making a generic base model for Animal Crossing villagers and even giving it a simple rig. You know, God bless this person for saving me time, because Lord knows I wouldn't waste my time making a full rig for something as stupid as Animal Crossing. I knocked out the face pretty quickly and, you know, moved the human ears to animal ear position. The only part that really gave me trouble was modeling the turtleneck. If you use Blender, please save yourself hours of weight painting and utilize the data transfer modifier. It is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And you already know Kanye needs to be rocking Yeezys, so I imported a 3D model of an actual pair of Yeezys and scaled it down to the size of villager feet. Texturing on this was actually a blast, but I decided to cheat just a little bit and make the clothes about 3 shades darker, because I know if it doesn't look like a black trash bag, Kanye probably wouldn't wear it. I also decided to be extra and draw multiple eyes and mouths and shape key them to give multiple expressions to the character. And then I immediately covered it up by a pair of sunglasses. Finally, all that was left was I textured a little background. I went online and ripped a few 3D models straight from New Horizons, and bada bing! Kanye West as an Animal Crossing villager, brought to you by AI.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer.
Overall, I'd probably rate this like a 7 out of 10, maybe even a DEFCON 3 out of 10. Came out a lot better than I thought it would, but it's still cursed around the edges. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we can outdo ourselves. Now that we actually have one spin under our belt and it didn't actually go, you know, catastrophically bad, I actually see the light, and I think if we somehow manage to get an actual good spin, like Studio Ghibli or like lo-fi hip-hop, I think we could actually crank out a banger. Call me a little bit cocky, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like this wheel, it ain't nothing. Yes, 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 yes. No, no. You guys like battle passes? It's a mid-tier result, right? It could either be extremely good or violently cursed. We have a chance, don't worry. The character wheel can save us, guys.
Wait a second. This would go great with some milk. Whoop.
Jesse, we need to push the payload, Jesse.
Say my name.
Alright, so I've kind of ran into a problem this time around. I've already fed Walter White in Overwatch to 2 separate AIs, and if I'm being honest, they sucked ass. So, I'm back here with the good old trusty Art Breeder. Ooh, that's Team Fortress 2. I'm gonna draw white on his body. And what did he say? That's kinda awesome. That's kinda awesome. If you make Overwatch models for Blizzard Entertainment, it's safe to say you probably have a solid understanding in the fundamentals of both 3D modeling and 3D texturing. It's a good thing I have neither. So to give ourselves a little shortcut, I began by grabbing a 3D model of Sigma and cutting his face off. I then took this face and I patched it onto a generic 3D model. What this accomplishes, other than saving me the horrific experience of sculpting a face, is that it already gives our basis that trademark Overwatch look. Now you may be asking yourself, hey, where did you get a 3D model of Sigma from Overwatch?
Son, you know, once you start, there's no going back.
I know.
This means total commitment. Once you begin the path, there is no leaving the path. Are you sure you're ready for that?
Just kidding, it was a Miku Miku dance file. After correcting the face and painting on a few new details, I added eyebrows, a goatee, glasses, that little nose thingy, and oh my god, it's him. After finishing the head, it was just a matter of modeling, painting, and rigging the armor. I say this like it was a quick process. It was not. Please find a different career path. When making the armor, I experimented with a few different strategies. Some pieces I made from scratch, other pieces I started from directly cutting from the AI image, and the arms and legs I found online. Originally, the armor I downloaded was meant for a female, so I had to scale it to fit our main man, which for the most part worked. Maybe just don't ask why Walter White spec'd into the Genji ass phenotype of armor. I decided we should go all out and make a full-on play of the game intro animation, so I needed a background, which was way more annoying than I thought it would be because I had to cross-reference actual play of the game animations to get the background map and location. Long story short, I ended up relighting the entirety of the Hanamura Dojo. Yes, I'm extra. No, this wasn't worth it. Moving on. There's many iconic moments Walter White has that could be converted into convincing play of the game intros, but I'm very biased, so I decided to go with my favorite, the Season 4 Episode 2 pistol draw, because it objectively goes the hardest. Now, all that was left to do was animate it, which I had forgotten. I had never done before. So I present to you Baby's First Blender animation, brought to you by AI.
Jesse, stand on the goddamn point, Jesse.
8 out of 10. Next pin. I appreciate... If you're still here, I appreciate you watching this far into the video, but we're 20 minutes in, and I still have 2 spins and a whole analysis to do, so, you know what that means. It's time for a speed.
3, 2, 1, go!
So I'm not gonna lie, I debated re-rolling this one, since it's technically the second Breaking Bad reference in a row, but then I thought of the pun Metal Gear Solid, so now I'm morally obligated to make this. Now, Metal Gear might seem like a weird thing to put on this list of unique art styles, but what I'm actually referring to is the Metal Gear box art, which is all created by the legend and GOAT himself, Yoji Shinkawa. I am an absolute weeb for this guy's art. He has an absolutely gorgeous art style, an art style so masterful, there is no way I can replicate it. But luckily for us, we live in a dystopia, and visual AI is known for replicating his art style. Ooh. So I began by taking pictures of all the cast of Better Call Saul and running them through Artbreeder with the tag Yoji Shinkawa. This gave us an extremely solid base. Some of these were extremely easy, like Saul and Kim, but then, for all that is holy, I could not get this AI to produce Gustavo Fring.
I refuse to be Gus Fring today.
I then attempted to pose these results to look like a cinematic video game cover, trying my best to then filter the images to fit the same color scheme. At this point I gave it a couple tweaks, correcting faces, details, adding deep shadows to each character, and giving Gus reconstructive surgery. Finally, I absolutely loved this soft reddish lighting the AI gave for Kim, so I tried my best to color dodge and screen layer my way to the rest of the image matching this vibe. I then downloaded some Metal Gear fonts, slapped together a mock logo, added the PlayStation border, printed it out, put it in a box, plugged in my PlayStation, put in the game, and started playing. And there you have it, Saul Goodman in Metal Gear Solid, brought to you by AI. I'm thinking a solid 9 out of 10. This was by far the easiest spin, and sadly the best looking final product, which is terrifying, if we're being honest. For the amount of effort required to make, which was pretty much minimal, if I'm being honest, this looks a little too good. Being honest, this piece would have taken me days of grueling work by myself, but with AI, it was a fun, light 2 hours. Which makes you start to ask a lot of interesting questions. Is this technically my art? Or is it the AI's art? Or is it my boy Yoji's art? Is this considered tracing? Could I even consider this mine? And with how fast this was made, could this become the new normal? Yes, I edit on an iPad. Stop judging me. This entire video was made with iPad toddler posture, okay? Here we go. Visual AI has not just gone from novelty to tool, but give it 5 more years, and it might just start replacing artists. We'll circle back around to that. I'm only recording voice for this part because honestly, I've tried to record this outro like 20 times at this point. My original plan was to do like 5 to 7 spins for this video, but for the sake of it ever seeing the light of day, I think I'm gonna pass. I also was gonna write this long dissertation for the end of this video about if AI art should be considered art, etc, etc. But let's be honest, that is a whole ass other video, and do you really care to hear the opinion of mid-YouTube video essayist number 365? I don't really think you should. I have tried to write the conclusion paragraph to this video like 10 times at this point, but each time I procrastinate finishing this video and AI revolutionizes itself for like the 10th month in a row. Because if you haven't noticed, it's getting a little scary out there. I mean, I saw this this YouTube thumbnail the other day, and it ruined my entire week. I mean, I used crayon AI in this video. That is basically the equivalent of caveman paintings at this point. I didn't even get to reveal that there are entire paragraphs to this video that weren't even me talking. It was an 11 Labs voice that I trained to sound like me. Pee pee poo poo cock and wiener. If I'm being honest, I hate the discourse surrounding AI art. I have heard every take under the sun, but somehow they always end up boiling down to being for or against AI and depicting the opposite side as a soy jack. In my humble opinion, I told you I wasn't going to give you 2 seconds ago, both sides are cringe. On one hand, you have this like Reddit Discord death cult hailing AI as the second coming of Christ because, I don't know, it puts a few mid-Twitter porn artists out of a job. And on the other hand, you have working artists, professional adults, playing the victim and posting the equivalent of Shadow the Hedgehog flipping off the camera. Fuck AI art. Oh wow, that's a real intricate opinion about this new emergent technology. I'm sure that'll get you really far. But my problem is, both of these narratives feed into the similar idea that this technology is one day going to Skynet us and get so good at creating art that it erases humans from the industry. When, in reality, I think the only apocalypse AI art could ever bring is more mediocrity. Whoa, 50,000 more soft-cornered Pixar films about family be upon thee. AI art is a really, really cool tool, but it's a tool that cannot exist without taking the millions of works of art created and posted by professional and unprofessional artists online throughout the almost past 3 decades and using them without permission. Make your own assessment about the morality of that. But in the same way Photoshop didn't kill oil painting, I don't think AI will kill art. But it will change it forever. And whether this tool will be used to replace human touch or help alleviate the back-breaking, soul-crushing work a lot of your favorite media is created on, only time will tell. And in the meantime, I plan to both draw and generate thousands of pairs of massive anime titty. Art is inherently human. Or maybe it's the other way around. Either way, you can never really separate the two. Have a great night. Just kidding, I learned AI can now generate hands without fucking them up. It's over. It's over. Pack it up. To be fair, the line was pretty long. Hello, if you've made it this far into the video, I thought I'd put a little note at the end to say, thank you so much for watching the entire thing. I put a lot of effort into them. And also, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. That is pretty insane. I decided to celebrate that milestone by not posting for 1.5 years. That's my bad. Do I promise consistent uploads? No. But do I promise to be a little more consistent? Yes. I got too many good ideas for the channel that I really want to see come to fruition, so you can't get rid of me. I hope you're looking forward to more shenanigans. Thank you so much for watching. Why did I just do the YouTuber salute at the end? That was so cringe.